back to Open Everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your hosty Café con Leche. You know, we're always inviting you to get social with us online, that is. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV or like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget, follow moi on Twitter, Instagram, FB, and LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. So, it's been almost 2 weeks since the island of Puerto Rico has been trembling since being hit first with a 6.4 magnitude earthquake, leaving many people without shelter. And thousands of people are sleeping outdoors as they cope with the multiple aftershocks. And Puerto Rico needs our help. And joining us to tell us how we can donate and contribute funds to Puerto Rico is a longtime friend of mine, poet and Puerto Rico relief effort volunteer, Mariposa. Hello and welcome. And, just gotta acknowledge you for always just jumping in the front lines when it comes to assisting with anything related to Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much. I wanted to ask first, where's the café con leche?
That's a good question. I am the café con leche.
You are the café con leche. Hello.
The whole point is that you don't need the café con leche because I give you the burst.
I got it because I only had one cup this morning.
Well, hopefully I'll serve. Hopefully
but
I'll be.
You know, for Puerto Ricans, that's a part of our, terapia. That's a part of our therapy, right?
Yeah.
But I just had to lighten it up because it's just a very emotional time for a lot of us.
Right.
I mean, we're all very worried and concerned. This is very different from Hurricane Maria. We're not in a frenzy. We're organized, and that's one of the things that, one of the best things about this, because this is just our people are in dire straits, but we learned so many lessons, and to see people mobilizing, especially here in New York, that just inspires me.
Well, I like the way you're presenting it because it's kind of like saying, all right, here we go again. However, having experienced the hurricane relief efforts, there's a lot more organization. And when we say a lot more organization, we're referring to the grassroots organizations that are dealing directly with the grassroots organizations in Puerto Rico, which is what we're going to be discussing today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not the government,
Right.
but the people.
Right.
By the people and for the
the
people. Exactly.
And and it's a beautiful thing, right? Because although we're not over there in Puerto Rico, the diaspora has come to serve immediately. No questions asked, like, hey, here we are. What do you need? And so here we go.
Exactly.
And the efforts began last week.
Exactly. The efforts began last week. El Maestro Boxing Gym and Cultural Center, located at 1300 Southern Boulevard, put out a call and let people know that they are collecting emergency supplies. There's a whole list. I just wanted to let people know that we are reducing on collecting water. That's not a top need. People need people need toiletries. They need sheets. They need
medical supplies,
medical over-the-counter medication, tents, a lot of camping equipment, which on the island right now, a lot of that equipment has been, sold or bought, because of the necessity. So those are the things that people need. Of course, non-perishable food. So El Maestro put out a call, and they have hours where they're collecting. I know you're going to put up the
yeah,
times.
We are going to put up the flyer later, but I want everybody to understand who Maestro is and what they were able to accomplish during the Hurricane Maria reliefs, so that they understand that we're mentioning El Maestro again because we mentioned them last week, because this is the organization that we are familiar with, and I'm comfortable, me personally, sharing their information and trust that it's going to get to those needed hands, right?
Thank you so much. El Maestro Boxing Gym and Cultural Center has been around in the Bronx since 2003. They're here for the community. They do a winter clothing drive every year. They have activities for the community here in the South Bronx all the time. When Hurricane Maria happened, they successfully, I'll say we, because I'm proud to be a part.
Well, you were a big
El
contribution,
Maestro.
which is why you're here
and
speaking.
that's why I'm here.
Yes.
And that's why I'm here. So I'll say that we successfully sent to Puerto Rico 3 shipping containers, the size of 40,000 pounds of supplies, and with a lot of community effort and resourcefulness, including a Puerto Rican-owned shipping company, which is La Rosa del Monte Shipping, that's been in the Bronx for 40 years, and that's offered a huge discount. This is a labor of love. This is not for profit, literally. This is people giving their time, people that are, working class, hardworking people that have jobs and families and things going on and still giving their time.
Right, they're committed to just assisting in for those who are in need and trusting that they're in control of knowing that everything is going to get to those needed hands.
Exactly.
Right.
And people have legitimate concerns about a lot of shipping containers that did not arrive, that either were lost or confiscated by the government. But that is not the case with El Maestro because they are super organized and working directly with grassroots organizations on the ground, COPI, people like Luis Rosa, who is one of our Puerto Rican patriots. And this shipping container that is scheduled to leave, be packed on Saturday, January 25th, is going to Peñuelas, to a campamento, which is a camp of activists that have been actively protesting the dumping of toxic ash in the municipality of Peñuelas for several years now. And once it's there, it will be distributed to the municipalities of Yauco, Guanica, Guayanilla, and Ponce.
That's wonderful, and thank you for sharing those details because we could sit here and talk about the politics and all of the possibilities and accusations, but at this present moment, our primary concern is to assist those that are in need because there are a lot of people sleeping outdoors.
Exactly. They reported approximately 5,000 people are now in tent cities.
In what?
In tent cities.
In tent cities.
And some people that don't, that there's a lack of sheets. Puerto Rico is a tropical island, but at this time of the year, it does get chilly at night.
Right.
There are people that are without pillows. I also want to stress that they're asking for diapers and adult diapers also.
Right, because there's elders.
Yeah.
And so before we leave, let's just share the time slots in which Maestro's collecting on Saturday and Sunday, right? They're collecting this weekend because you mentioned January 25th as the shipping date, but there's a lot of collection that still needs to happen.
Exactly. And so on Saturday, the time is from 1 to 5, and on Sunday from 2 to 5. But also people should go to El Maestro's Facebook page and go to the executive director, Fernando Ponce Laspina. Go to his page and follow his page because they're posting active updates. If people want to follow me, I'm also sharing anything that El Maestro is posting and tagging you. People can follow Rhina Valentin. Colors of Rhina, and this is how we have to,
we mobilize. Yeah, we have to keep it amongst each other and make sure that the information is shared with our own audience.
Exactly.
And so that's why we're here sharing it with you, and hopefully you understand the urgency. All right, thank you.
I just want to say, wait, before we run out of time, if
we
people
did run out of time, but go ahead.
If people could also donate small boxes about this size, because a lot of the work being done on the ground is being done by women,
right?
And we can carry boxes like this, so can children, to give other people the ability to help in that way. And then we're having a fundraiser also, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and I'm going to announce it. I'm going to announce it.
Okay.
And so I like that you said that because, it's a community effort. And when we say community, we mean families.
Exactly.
So thank you. Thank you, mi
you for
querida
having me.
Mariposa,
Thank
for the work that you
you.
do for our community.
All right.
And you guys, once again, El Maestro Inc. is continuing their collection for Puerto Rico today from 2 to 7 p.m. along this weekend from 1 to 5 p.m. Saturday, Sunday. And they're located at 1300 Southern Boulevard. They're also collecting donations via PayPal or Venmo at elmaestro@gmail.com. And next Saturday, on January 25th, a cargo container will be loaded at 9:30 a.m. Please join and lend a helping hand. And for more information, please contact Professor Ponce Laspina at tuconsentido@aol.com. And then I wanted to also mention Tu Consentido 5 at AOL.com. And also the Point, I wanted to mention the fundraiser that she kind of like briefly just swept through. They're holding a fundraiser for Puerto Rico on Friday, January 24th, and that's going to be from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the Point, of course, is located at 940 Garrison Avenue. You can follow Mariposa, La Poeta Mariposa on Instagram for more on that. And we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to find out what one museum has in store for this year's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Don't go anywhere.